and welcome. My name is Jocelyn, this is my channel, and today my hair is extra feisty. I think this is the first time I've worn it curly on my channel. This is it naturally. I don't naturally have super soft and straight-ish hair. It does this naturally. So that's what we're working with today because I worked today, and normally I pre-film on the weekends, but not this week. Not this week. This week we're filming during the week. So yeah, that's what's going on. What we're actually doing today is doing a Shop My Stash, and normally I do these in the middle of the month, but I kind of wanted to transition into doing these at the beginning of the month just because it makes more sense. That way I can show you the actual products that I'll be using throughout the entire month, not just the next 30 days. So that's what we're going to be doing today. If you are unfamiliar with what Shop My Stash is, basically what I do on my channel is I go through my collection and I pull things to use through the month. So this helps me rotate through my collection. This helps me kind of remember what's in my collection. I can pull things in that I haven't used in a while, and it just kind of helps shake things up a bit. So I'm gonna actually be taking you through my collection. I'm also gonna be showing you what I used for the month of March, and we'll be pulling a bunch of those items out, putting them back in my collection, and then picking out some new ones. So if you wanna see what I'll be using for the month of April, or just kind of what my collection looks like, then keep on watching. All right, let's go ahead and start here. So if you're not familiar, this is the organizer that I use for my monthly makeup and my project pan items also. I'm just going to be going through and pulling the things out that I want to put back into my collection, and then we will fill it back up. So starting at the top, these are all of the lip products that I tried to use for the last month. I do want to keep in a couple. Let's see. I'm going to go ahead and keep in these 4 products. So I have a ColourPop satin lipstick in the shade Alyssa, a ColourPop lippy pencil in the shade Aquarius, Kat Von D liquid lipstick in the shade either Lolita or Lolita 2, I'm not sure, and it doesn't say anywhere on it, and then also this Too Faced Lip Injection Glossy Plumping Lip Gloss. Everything else in here I'm going to go ahead and take out and put back into my collection so that we can pull some new things in. The next drawer down does have foundations, primers, and then powders. So the one primer I have in here is this Smashbox Photo Finish primer. I'm going to go ahead and keep that in here since it's just a little deluxe size. I'm also going to keep my project pan items in here. So I have this NARS concealer. I also have what's left of my 2 Shape Tape concealers, so I'll keep these 2 in here. I've been using this Naked Skin foundation during the work week, so I will leave that in there, I think, yeah. And then I am gonna take out these 2 foundations. These actually are both in my project pan for the year, but neither one of them are my shade, and they won't be until probably mid-summer. So I've got a few months until I'm able to wear these, so many more Shop My Stash videos. I'm just gonna go ahead and put them back in my collection until I'm able to wear them. And then the last foundation I have in here is my Fenty foundation in the shade 150. I'm gonna also keep this in here because I use it frequently. The last little thing I have in here is a foundation sample. This is the new Cover FX foundation. I can't remember off the top of my head what the name is. I've only tried it once, I'll be honest, but I really like it so far, so I think I've got one more use probably out of this, but there's a good chance I'm gonna end up picking this up. Alright, moving on to this side, the Physicians Formula Butter Bronzer is in my project pan, and it's the only bronzer I've been using, so I'm gonna hold on to this. I think I'm gonna go ahead and put this highlighter back. This is the Wet n Wild Mega Glow Highlighting Powder. I did actually just hit pan. You might be able to see it up in this top corner right there, which was really exciting. I've been focusing my brush in that area, so that was cool. But I think I'm gonna add this back into my collection and pull something else out to use. This blush, this Tarte blush, is also in my project pan, so it will be staying, as is this NARS Duo. I have a blush in here that is in my project pan, so I'll be keeping that one out. I didn't end up using this highlighter. This is a vintage highlighter. It's kind of actually more like a blush on me, so I'm gonna go ahead and keep this out. And then this powder is actually the RCMA No Color Translucent powder that I put into a Laura Mercier container because the RCMA powder container sucks. So I'm gonna be keeping this out just because that's what I use for my powder every day. And then this little Becca highlighter is also in my project pan, but it is too dark for me right now. This is in the shade Opal. This is a summer highlight for me, so I'm gonna go ahead and put this back also because it's still gonna be a couple months before I'm able to use this. Moving into this section right here, this is the mascara that I've been using. It's the Marc Jacobs. I don't really have have many other mascaras on backup, so I'm gonna go ahead and keep that out. I'm also gonna keep out my Urban Decay primer, my eyebrow pomade in the shade Taupe by Anastasia, and then I think I'm actually going, well, yeah, I'm gonna go ahead and keep out this Stila glitter. I've only used it once since I've gotten it. I still haven't used this Koki powder, so I'm gonna go ahead and keep that in my makeup basket. And the only, I think, eyeshadow that I'm gonna keep is the Stila eyeshadow. Everything else, I think I'm going to put back into my collection and pull new ones to use. All right, so finally, this last drawer right here, these are my two sprays that I have. These always just stay in here, so we'll go ahead and put those to the side. My Urban Decay Naked 2 palette is in my project pan, so it will be staying, but everything else in here, I have the Sweet Peach palette, I have the Tarte Make Believe in Yourself palette, and then I also have this Hourglass face palette. Well, actually, let's see. So these two are definitely going back into my collection. This one, I did use a couple times. This is what the inside looks like. I might hold on to this for the month of April. We'll see what else I come up with. I'm gonna go ahead and leave it out right now, but you'll see at the end whether I keep it or not, or whether I put it back in my collection. On the right-hand side of my brush organizer, I do hold all of my eyeliners and my one eyebrow pencil. I am gonna put, let's see, I'm gonna go ahead and put these two eyeliners back into my collection. This is the ColourPop Creme Gel Liner in the shade Workout, and this is the Makeup Forever just eyeliner in black. So I'm gonna go ahead and put these back and then maybe pull another eyeliner. I don't use pencil eyeliners too often, so I might not end up pulling any in. I use liquid a lot more often, but I'm gonna go ahead and put these two back. All right, so we are done with pulling the things out of my beauty box. Let's go ahead and go into my collection and start pulling things out. All right, so this first drawer right here, I have mascaras, eyeshadows, eyeliners, and some miscellaneous eye products. I don't need any mascaras, so I'm gonna go ahead and leave those there. I do wanna pull in a few eyeshadows, so let me see. So I don't really have very many springtime eyeshadows in here. I have a lot of bronzy colors and very warm, kind of more fall, midsummer colors, but I did find two that I'm going to pull in. This first is a NARS shadow in the shade Europa. This is what it looks like. I've had this for a long time and haven't really used it very much, but I do want to kind of get some good use out of it and maybe use it up as soon as possible because NARS is no longer cruelty free. And then also this Tartest metallic eyeshadow in the shade Poker Face. This is actually one of my favorite eyeshadows. It's kind of a little bit recent to my collection, but I just think it is so pretty. Just look at that shine. It is just such a pretty pastel purple lilac color that I think would look really good in the springtime. Let's see what eyeliners I have in here. I don't really have that many eyeliners. Ooh, I do have this bright green. Maybe I could find a time and a way to use this spring. So I'm gonna go ahead and add this in. And then let's see, what do I have over here? Ooh, I do have this little MAC pigment. I don't honestly know if I've ever used it before. I bought it so long ago. This is in the shade Melon. We'll see if I'm able to use this. I have never used it, so let's go ahead and give her a go. And I think, well, actually, I'm gonna go ahead and pull this in too. This is a little eyeshadow stick that I got a really long time ago in a beauty box. This is by Laura Mercier and it's in the shade Rose Gold. I have so many products that I just never get any use out of. That is what it looks like right there. It's just a very nice nude-ish rose gold color, very wearable for every day. Maybe I'll be able to use it during the work week and just kind of slap it on, get some good use out of it. And I think that's everything from this drawer, so let's move on. So the next drawer down is foundations, primers, and concealers, and a spray. One spray over here. And I don't need any concealers because I'm using up a whole bunch of them right now in my project pan. And I don't think I want to pull any foundations because, well, one, none of these are my shade right now, so I can't use them anyways. And then primers, I think I'm okay just sticking with the Smashbox Photo Finish Pore Minimizing Primer. I've still got quite a few uses left in it, so I'm gonna go ahead and just, I think, stick with that one. When I buy that Cover FX foundation, if I do, it's a pretty matte foundation, so I might end up pulling in this Becca Backlight Priming Filter or even the Hangover RX Primer because those I think will match really well with that foundation since it's so matte. Moving into this next drawer, I do have, let's see, I have two blushes in my makeup basket right now, but they're kind of the same shade, so I'm actually not really sure if I need any of these. Let's see. Actually, maybe I'll pull a palette in. What palette haven't I used in a while? Maybe this one. Or do I want this one? No, I think I'm actually gonna pull in this NARS Stephen Klein foundation palette. This is what it looks like on the inside. I'm not gonna really need to use either of these two bronzers because I have that Physicians Formula bronzer that I'm trying to use up, but I do think I could get some good use out of these blushes down here, and maybe even this shade right here. It's a NARS product, so it's something I would like to get kind of used up and out of my collection sooner rather than later. So let's go ahead and pull that in. And let's see, what else? I do need a highlighter. Man, you know, I really don't have too many highlighters. I think I have like these two and that Wet n Wild that I can use regularly. Champagne Pop, it's really hard for me to use because it's so dark on me, so I can only use it like really pretty late into the summer when I've got a significant tan going on. I think I used this one last month, so I'll probably pull in Mary Luminizer this month. I'm kind of just rotating between the three, the Mary Luminizers, the Too Faced, this one right here, and then the Wet n Wild highlighter. So I'm gonna pull this one in to use. You know what? I've actually changed my mind. I'm gonna put Mary Luminizer back, and I'm gonna pull my Glow Kit by Anastasia. I haven't really used this in a really long time, and I think I could definitely use these two shades, I think. So I'm gonna go ahead and do that, and maybe I'll even use Tourmaline on my eyelid. I think that could be really pretty. So I'm gonna go ahead and pull this in. All right, so I have a blush palette, I have a highlighter palette. I don't need any contouring or anything like that, so I think we're good with this one. All right, so moving into one of the more fun sections, I would arguably say eyeshadow palettes. The only eyeshadow palette that I have right now really is the Naked 2, so we're gonna see if I want to pull in a different colorful eyeshadow palette to replace the Make Believe in Yourself palette, this one right here, because I'm leaning towards keeping that one around, but I'm not 100% sure because I do have a lot of palettes that I want to kind of get use out of. So let's see, I want to go for some kind of light and springy shades, but also some colorful shades. I was thinking about pulling in my Tartelette in Bloom palette. Most of you probably already know what this looks like, so I think I might pull that one in. Let me put it over here as a just in case. Let's see, so I also have these ColourPop. Maybe not. I haven't used my Modern Renaissance in a long time. I'm not feeling that either. I haven't used the Naked 2 in a long time either, and that's kind of calling my name. Oh man, oh, this shade right here, Liar from the Naked 3. Did I say Naked 2? Naked 3. From the Naked 3 palette is so pretty. Okay, well, but it's so close to the Tartelette in Bloom palette too, I feel. Like, let's see, let's put these kind of next to each other. I mean, there's definitely some, well, I mean, they both give off the same vibes, but maybe they really don't have very many correlating colors. Huh, interesting. But they are kind of both rosy, so I don't think I want to pull that one in. So I think what I've decided to do is to keep the Make Believe in Yourself palette, and then also pull in this Tarte Rainforest of the Sea. This is the first volume, Rainforest of the Sea. This is what this looks like. It's just really pastel, kind of, maybe not even pastel, but very neutral shades. I'm just kind of like feeling the neutral game right now. That's just what I'm feeling. So I think that's, wow, that is, that's 3 Tarte palettes. Look at that. That might be a little excessive. I'm not trying to promote Tarte in any way, but these are just the vibes apparently that I'm feeling right now. Look at how just colorful that packaging is though. Wow. Also, if you'll notice, I haven't done my single eyeshadows yet. I filmed an intro, deleted it, and haven't gotten to them. So they're still sitting back there. I will do it. If you want to see me organize all of my single eyeshadows, I have a whole bunch of them back there. Definitely subscribe so you don't miss that, and turn on that little notification bell right down there. All right, so moving on to the top of my Alex drawer system, which holds my 5-drawer Muji drawer system. This is where I keep my ColourPop Super Shock shadows and my lipsticks. Let's go ahead and choose some ColourPop eyeshadows and then also some lipsticks. In this first section, we've got ColourPop Super Shock shadows that I didn't just have in my collection. I'm looking for some springy shades. The first one that pops out to me is this shade right here. This is the shade Cheeky. It's this super pretty, what a great description. It's this really pretty, bright kind of orange color. So I'm gonna pull that one. Let's see, I also am feeling this shade. This is the shade Sunset Boulevard by the K-pop collection. It's kind of exactly what it sounds like. It's like a sunset. So I'm gonna pull that one in. I'm gonna pull also this shade La La in. This is kind of a rose gold bronzy shade. Let me actually give you kind of a swatch. Let's see if I can get a good swatch of this. That is kind of what that looks like right there. Really pretty color. And then I think I'm also gonna pull maybe this one. Yeah, I'm also gonna pull this one. This is the shade Waddles. It is just kind of a very neutral shade. That is what it looks like right there. I mean, it looks a lot less vibrant than Lala because it is, but it's kind of this pinky, purpley, reddish shade. It's just a really subtle, really nice color, which I'm just feeling right now. Wow, those are all kind of almost the same shade. All right, do we want to throw anything else in? No, I think I'm gonna go ahead and stick with these 4. So moving into this next drawer, the first drawer with my lipstick collection in it, am I going to pull anything from this? Ooh, you know what? I'm gonna actually pull this Bite liquid lipstick. It's a super glossy formula, but it's this really cool like dark brown color. Ooh, I'm kind of actually second guessing that. I do really like this color, but it's not giving me spring vibes. What about this one? Maybe. I'm gonna go ahead and pull this just to try it because I don't remember if I really liked these or not. I did get these sent to me by Influencer. I'm not sure if that's really a color that I'm super down for. So I'm gonna go ahead and pull it and kind of do a little bit of investigating and see if I do like that or I don't like that. I'm also gonna pull in this lip gloss by Beauty For Real. I got this in a BoxyCharm a while ago, so it might be going bad. I'll give you a little swatch. This is definitely a little bit more terracotta than that Bite Beauty lipstick. So I'm gonna give this a go. If I like it, I'll keep it. If it's getting a little weird, then I'm gonna go ahead and probably declutter it. This is another reason why Shop My Stashes are good, because you can try out products and if you don't like them, then you can declutter them. I think that's gonna do it. Ooh, actually, yeah, I'm gonna go ahead and pull in this Bite lipstick also. This is in the shade Pastel. I do need to make sure to get through Bite lipsticks because they do go bad since they have such natural ingredients. There we go. All right, moving on, we've got a bunch of ColourPop and some like a Stila over here, Ofra. Am I feeling spring vibes from any of this? What is this? I just picked up both of these and these are both the shade Dopey. So I think that is telling me a sign. So I think I'm gonna pull in the full size of Dopey to use, and then I'm gonna go ahead and pull in Charmed by Ofra. I've had this for a little while, so I'm not sure if it's still good. I think it is, but I'm gonna go ahead and pull it just to make sure. And we're gonna be finished with this drawer. I don't have too much in this next drawer down. Ooh, yeah. Okay, out of this drawer, I'm gonna pull the shade Rush. This is an old style lipstick by Urban Decay. It's their old packaging before they launched like 100 lipsticks in their new packaging. Again, this is in the shade Rush. This is just a very natural kind of nude color. So I'm gonna pull this in. Definitely pulling in a lot of lipsticks. All right, so this last section is even fewer lipsticks and a bunch of lip liners. I don't think I'm gonna pull anything. Wait, what is this? Marc Jacobs. Ooh, that is a red. I don't think I left out any red, so I'm actually gonna pull this Marc Jacobs lipstick just in case I'm feeling a red lip. All right, so I think that's it. I'm gonna go ahead and put all of my picks back into my beauty box and then show you what it looks like. All right, so here it is, all completed. This first drawer holds all of the lipsticks that I pulled. I've got a bunch of lip glosses and some liquid lipsticks. I do also want to point out that to the right of my vanity in this little acrylic container, I do hold a whole bunch of lipsticks that just kind of look nice sitting on the vanity, and I do pull for these fairly often, especially my ColourPop Luxe lipsticks, which I love. And I've also got these Tarte in my favorite packaging ever. I absolutely love that, and then a few Urban Decay and some other miscellaneous ones. But I do pull for these sometimes, so I just wanted to make sure that you knew that. But moving back over here, this is what the top drawer looks like. Moving down, let's go ahead and move angles a little bit. So this actually looks a lot nicer with just these two foundations, the primer and the concealers and the little foundation sample. And then over here, I've got my little highlighter, bronzer, two blushes, and my powder. This turned out really nice. this. Moving down, I do have my eyeshadows over here. So I've got my ColourPop, Pix, my Stila, my little crayon right here, my little pigment, 2 little eyeshadow or 3 eyeshadows right here, and then over to the right I've got all of my kind of everyday products that I didn't take out. And finally, this drawer. So here are my 2 face palettes over on the right hand side, my Project Pan eyeshadow palette, and then the 3 Tarte palettes that I pulled in, the Rainforest of the Sea, Make Believe in Yourself, and then the Tartelette in Bloom. It doesn't sit absolutely great. I'm gonna have to dig for some of the ones on the bottom, but it's okay. I also had to pull out my sprays, and they are sitting over there because they didn't quite fit in that bottom drawer anymore. All right, so there you have it. That is everything I'm going to be using probably for the month of April, and I'm pretty happy with the choices I've made. I will say that whenever I get new things, I do normally add it to my monthly makeup basket so that I can try them out and get used to how they work and then maybe do a review on them. I don't just like get new things and put it straight into my collection. So that was everything for today's video. If you liked it, don't forget to give it a thumbs up, and if you liked it enough, please subscribe so that you get more content from me, and ring that bell if you want to be notified when I upload. That's everything I got for you today. Thank you so much for watching, and I will see you in the next one.